Might as well go see what's in the lighthouse. Holy shit, it's much larger on the inside. Ventibular guards. Contagion. Contagion, confusion. Stinking cloud. Bliss. Okay, what exactly can we do with the mechanism?
Greetings.
What's with all these prisms and devices? Parson Puddle, lighthouse stuff. I wasn't really expecting visitors, and I dare say I managed to get it into quite a state, haven't I? Take cut yacht into town perhaps, and maybe I'll have it into a slightly more workable state on your return. Booty for sale? Booty? Of course I have booty. I'll part with it for 100 gold if you're interested. Sure. What kind of booty is it? Well, now it's not polite to go prying into another soul's booty. This 100 gold, and you can take it home. How much gold do I have? Actually, I don't have that much gold. Well, no, more's the pity, but that's alright. I find I've grown rather partial to my booty over the years now. Okay. Naturally, I'm gonna get the booty. There's just no other way. 100 gold is trivial, so it doesn't matter if it's a worthless piece of ass. Yeah, I seem to get the impression that no matter where we go, we'll get into the town, so might as well take a bit of a better look at this area first. Might be some kind of a side objective or an area to explore. That's a suspicious chest. Just chest right there in the open. There's barely enough room in this simple strongbox for any treasure at all. There's something very wrong about this. Wooden eye. I'm one gold piece short of getting the booty. We wouldn't happen to have any gold. Gnome booty could be almost anything, and the game is clearly playing this for cheap laughs, which I don't mind at all. But still, it could be useful. And 100 gold is pretty much the cost of a single lore potion, but it really isn't that important to us. IOU, prison guard. You examine the small sheet of well-worn vellum. The handwriting is thick and black. If ye be stout of heart and firm of will, ye can redeem this here deed with the bliss likes of what's his name, the prison guard, or whatever he has in mind. It is stamped at the bottom with a skull and a crossbone. Sure, it's quite hot. Honeybee, why are you here?
Unia, I saw the Midnight Run Rose in harbor and just knew you'd be around. Say, could you cut a deal with Captain Allendry for me? I've got some big plans and I think I'm going to need a quick escape aboard the Rhodes when I'm done with them.
The Rose is in harbor.
Yes, didn't you leave Neverwinter as one of the crew? Oh golly, are you alright? You look a little thinner than I remember you. Oh dear.
Allendry is dead and the Rose was stolen.
Oh my. When I saw the Rose, I just assumed... Oh my, well, I'm glad to see you survived, at least. Seems like just yesterday that you were helping us fight the Bloodsailors. Allendry's dead, is he? Well, that casts my plan in a new light.
Where's your husband?
Oh, him. Dead weight and inadequate as a lover. I fed him to the sharks 5 days out of Neverwinter.
What exactly are you doing here?
Things went so well with your help in Neverwinter that I thought it was time to expand my horizons, seek new conquests, revel in more blood and glory. I hopped the next boat after the Rose and begged the captain to follow in her wake. We dragged her here to Spindrift and I rowed ashore, bidding the captain to continue on. Since I arrived, I've been digging up long lost treasures and stealing everything that isn't locked down. Just one more item and I'll be ready to make my escape.
What exactly do you need?
The Umbrian priestesses keep a scepter of storms hidden away somewhere in their temple. A rather pretty thing, decorated in pearls and such. It's a classic Umberland relic and a fine souvenir of the place, if I may say so myself.
A relic of the warm blood goddess. I wish to see this Eater of Garm, that I might better understand her corruption of my people.
I was able to convince one of the pirates to draw me a treasure map of where it's been hidden, but I haven't found a way into the temple yet. Here, take this map and maybe you can find a way in.
Got any booty for sale?
Booty? Oh, pirate talk. Why, you have been at sea a while. Well, I've got a little something I'll part with for 100 gold if you're interested.
What kind of booty?
Oh gosh, I haven't a clue. Pirate booty, I suppose.
I can't afford it anyway. Honeybee, will you help me steal back the Rose?
Bring me that Scepter of Storms, and I'll be more than ready to hightail it out of here on any ship that will take me. If you're the one at the helm, all the better.
Fair enough. I mean, she's a thief, and I'm not sure how much we should trust her, but I'm a thief too. Ooh, good healing potion. And I'm going to buy Honeybee's booty here. Where am I? I could have bought both booties now. Somewhere within the Temple of Umberlee hides the coveted Scepter of Storms. Luckily, you have the map. Follow a treasure map, go to the area it depicts and use it to get your bearings. Follow the map's instructions and use it again when in the landmark's vicinity to get your bearings to the next. The pirate treasure, okay. Guide how to use this. What is this? Whale ear. It seems rather small for a whale's ear. Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up. What's the other map? Sandy Spit. Someone has buried pirate treasure in the sandy spit area near the lighthouse, and you have the map. Okay, I'll buy you
Hey
booty.
there!
Now I can view a store. Why the hell couldn't I view this immediately? New helms. Selection modifiers. No thievery helms really. Saving throw improvements though. Spot plus 5 is nice if I hadn't used my spot skill already. Ooh, charm person, limited uses per day. Unlimited use per day. Wide variety of all types of armors. Do these weapons have specialities? Seems like a +2 weapon is pretty much mandatory at this point. There are some... no? But there are some named weapons there too. This is very unfavorable shop to us. Well, I don't know. Seems to be fine. More or less we just aren't gonna get much out of here. And I so hate the fact that I can't get anything from the stolen items. One gold. Why? I mean, a big part of stealing is so you can get wealthy. And the game has a mechanic to prevent you from getting wealthy through stealing. So, why the fuck do you want to be a thief? I'm not gonna steal from Honeybee. It just makes sense. We're looking to make her our ally. Even if I can get away with it gameplay wise, it's still a risk I don't
Hey
want to take.
there!
Where's the booty?
Perfect. I think I'm catching on to all of this pirate stuff.
I bought a dead roach. I guess it's a form of gambling this game wants to use, because everyone is selling their booty here. I'll buy one thing from everyone who offers. I hope it's not just a newbie trap basically, so it never offers anything useful, because that's again a waste of a mechanic.
Greetings!
A stowaway. It's an item, so what exactly is it? That's the roach. Yeah, it's bigger than a single square, so it's at least 2. You found a stowaway. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like this one survived the crossing. Ray of enfeeblement, single use. Okay. It could be worth the 100 gold, so I still think you're mostly going to just get crap. It doesn't make sense to me to implement this type of mechanic. I mean, if the module maker is curious how to make them, he just wants to include it, but it's a horseshit mechanic. there was some kind of an item here. We had the map for it. Not sure exactly where we're supposed to use it. Sandy Spit. Someone has buried fire treasure in the sandy spit near the lighthouse. Okay. First point of the map is a pirate pennant 4 paces southwest of your current location. You found the pirate pennant. Now go 45 paces north of your current location to get to the pine tree. When you talk about pirate pennants, is it an actual item? Because I don't seem to have gotten any items. I'm assuming it means this flag pennant. 45 to the north. Pine tree. Okay, I need a way to control this to the keyboard. Movement keys. I move forward. Oh, these are all camera shit. No, there has to be a move. Rotate, 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 toggle. Ah, I guess it's drive mode. I go back. A drive mode is usually not something I would like to use, but sometimes you get stuck in the environment or have to move into areas where the game refuses to accept clicks. But drive mode is fantastic in those situations to move the character where it needs to be. Rarely used, but when you really need it, you need it. You found the pine tree. Now go 35 paces east to your current location to get to the stone circle. 31 east. Seems a little bit too close, but hard to say what counts as a step here. Final point is 32 paces northeast of your current location. A signpost marked. So it's a very short map. Yeah, it's probably somewhere there. Abandoned astrolabe. This doesn't really have a use. It's like a wand of magic missiles, maybe. Treasure map. Black Eyes Silver. 4 out of 4. 4 of 4. In his heyday. No. Okay. If you have all the 4 fragments of Black Eyes map, use any one of them to piece them together again. Right. I don't want to read it until we have all 4. So we get to chase some pirate booty here too. And cloaks are colorless. There's a fix for it, but I'm not sure I want to bother with it. It has to be applied to each adventure separately. So it takes some time, and I'm not sure how well it works with the premium modules either. Well, I guess I could try. It's not that big of a deal. Abandoned cave. Abandoned fire pit. So wood is still useful if we want to rest in the outside areas. I think it's more useful if we want to manufacture something that requires a fire pit. Resting we can do in other places. Okay, at least the fire pit mechanic is still relevant. We'll have to maintain at least some resources in case we'll get into trouble and need to rest outside the city areas. Okay, what is this? Spindrift Town. Fair enough. So what's the other one? That's chest. Smuggler's Dock. S is for scurvy. How are you gonna get more treasure maps though? It seems like we are going to get the map pieces to the pirate treasure that might be actually worth something by gathering up lesser treasures. There has to be a way to get additional maps somehow. I'll actually talk to the... Ooh, that's a friendly campfire. Probably means we can also rest here. I don't need to rest now, but I want to talk to her again, see if she sells treasure maps.
Hey there!
Small fire cake. Ship parts. Pirate coin. Okay. If there's a gigantic storm coming, I'm not sure now is the correct time to try to steal anything from the temple. I mean, I don't see how we could escape this island. The storm will just mean that we're trapped here with a hostile group of clerics trying to hunt us down on an island with a god of the sea or storms trying to hunt us down. With a massive storm right on top of us. Sort of seems like that's not a good idea. Jack Kitch. Old Jack Kitch.
Greetings.
Wow, I mean, yar, I say.
Touchy chap, isn't he?
Ahoy there. I thought ye were the governor for a second. Damn helmet. The eye holes keep drifting starboard on me. Were ye needing an execution?
Crew members to steal the Midnight Rush. Probably not the thing you want to say first. I'm not sure if I want to ask Rudy for sale from everyone. It's 100 gold down the drain.
Yeah, that I do, matey. If you work for the governor as I do, it comes with the territory. Ye'd be holding your life in your hands if ye didn't have a little booty on the side. You understand me? Throw me 100 gold and mayhaps I'll part with it.
Fine. Potion cure moderate wounds. Yeah, you get a minor item. The moderate wounds is not worth 100. So more or less you're just throwing away money with this. I don't think I want to keep going trying to do this. If it's this sort of crap, what's the point? Why would you think I was the governor?
I be a Tatanetchi soul. Governor Blackeye wants me to hang Longneck Langer, and the thought of it sits ill athwart me soul. Langer be a good man, a wretched pirate mayhaps, but a good man, yar.
Tell me about this Longneck Langer.
He be a good man and a fine sailor, if that's what ye be looking for. He knows how to hoist a jib sail, tie a reef knot, and swap the main deck on rough seas in the dead of night. It just be a shame about the wretched pirate pit.
If I'm gonna get a ship, I'm certainly going for a pirate crew though. Doesn't mean that wouldn't be a good part of the crew. I mean, if you just pick a crew of total pieces of shit, you're also picking a lot of sources of potential trouble in the crew. So I mean, there's always some. If you're gonna be a pirate, no, you can't get a pirate crew out of good do-gooders, but doesn't mean you should intentionally pick the worst of the worst. What do you mean, Langer's a wretched pirate?
He's just no good at it, that's what I mean. He ain't piratey enough. That's what landed him in the governor's clinker, and now he's got himself a date to dance with old Jack Ketch. It'd be horrible and wrong besides. But the governor's the one who makes the rules, and the rest of us just have to abide by them. Still, you seem like a fair-minded lass. Maybe you could talk to the governor out of with this and gain yourself a fine sailor in the bargain. Do you think you could?
What's in it for me seems like an odd question, because you could gain a fine sailor, but I'll still ask it. I might get additional reasons, like a job interview. Why should I hire you? Just because I have reasons doesn't mean I won't let the other side advertise their skills.
Yes. Will you let us eat him? If ye be that concerned about it, mayhaps ye should ask Langer. It be his life ye be sparing, so I don't doubt he'll be grateful. I can vouch for him again, being a fine sailor though, if that's of any value to ye.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Yar, that be music to me ears, lass. Go speak with Governor Blackeye then, and mayhap ye'en pay and visit to Langer his cell. The days he'll be too damp for dying, if ye ask me.
Is this a government building? Yep. Governor Blackeye's manor. I don't want to go there now. I want to get a lay of the land, where the shops and services are and that sort of thing. Gather as much information about everything, talking to random people. Temple of Umberlee. Looks like a fortress. No. It's a standard temple structure. It just wasn't showing the higher levels of it. What is this? Like a manor. The Monkey's Cutlass Tavern. Cure moderate seasickness. No trespassing the sewers. We probably can ask someone why no trespassing. Access to the temple, maybe? I mean, the temple has to connect to the sewer somehow. Maybe not with an access point that allows a person to move through, but certainly through some means. Cartographer probably sells maps.
Wanting a treasure hunt for your kitty's birthday. I carry maps for all occasions.
Basic potions. This seems like a horrible shop to do business in. Haunting portrait. Wounding whispers when used per day. Black Eyes Silver. 1 of 4. I'll take it. Letter of Marquis. 100 gold. And buy another map. Lighthouse Cavern, Spindrift Town, Caves of Umberley. Lens of Detection, Disarm, Find Traps, 3 uses per day. So you don't really need a thief if you have 10,000 gold. Can I sell something to you so I can buy all 3 maps? That's about 1,000 gold. It would be better to get the gold from anywhere else, really, though. The stowaway is worth 100 gold, precisely. Ray of Enfeeblement would be good against a fighter character of some sort. Sort of. Maybe. Problem comes from the fact that it might be fortitude resistance, so it will never work on a fighter, even though it reduces strength. So you wouldn't really want to use it against anyone else. What am I looking for? I had a plan. I can sell some items here. I couldn't sell this earlier. Now it actually has some value. What about the glove? Yeah, now I can sell these. Okay. I suppose it depends on what type of a shop you're trying to sell it to more than anything else. Still, this is... I need an item that allows me to compare prices. Something that I won't sell. But it has to have some value so I can gauge a good overall value. So nothing too cheap. Okay, 1,125 for the cloak. Shady vendor.
Can I help you?
652. Yeah, this is the worst.
I bid you greetings.
900. Electric blanket. Electric jolt for 5 uses per day. Well, it's mage stuff. Mage wouldn't really have to buy anything but spells. Okay. World of Weapons. Glub glub. It's a tavern. Probably a chest of a smithy.
You pirate, right? Glub glub. New to Spindrift? Progdash has trouble telling you soft skins apart, but you look new, smell new. Not sure how you taste, glub glub. That's his joke. Progdash eats no soft skins. Priestesses say not to. Might choke on all of the bones, glub glub. You and Progdash is to be good friends.
Okay. Weapons, armor, upgrades. What type of up? Looking for crew members. Booty. What does upgrade mean in this case?
Progdash is journeyman blacksmith. Glub glub. Shields and armor are good things to make better, but Progdash favors weapons for enhancing.
How does this work?
Just put the weapon or armor or shield in the forge and come talk to me. Glub glub. Tell me what upgrades you want and Progdash will do. There's nothing in my forge.
Okay. Show me the store. Ten pages of crap. What's the best stuff? Sailor's cloak. Strength of will. Bludgeoning, resistance, strength, discipline, will saving throw bonuses on heavy armor. So basically about 10,000 gold for these. 11 pages of weapons. Ring of Might. Lockpicker's Ring. Plus 5 open lock. Knock. 1 use per day. Yeah, this would be... I like this stuff. Usually you don't see it. What the purpose of this would be mainly is that you can get multi-classing characters to have equipment sets that sort of can patch up their holes in certain skills, but still keeps them usable in the game. The problem with this is though that there's so many knock items in the game that aren't actually... They're at the same price. I get an item that has 50 uses of knock. I'm willing to bet the game doesn't have that many locks you need to open anymore. So this type of item that gives you a few skill points is gonna be totally worthless. This is a good shop to sell stuff though, pretty much the same prices as the map seller. Angus McAngry's Jig. And 11,000. Circle of Doom. Single use. Single use, seriously. It's not even 1 use per day. For 11,000 you can do a Circle of Doom once. It's a level 20 Circle of Doom. Still 11,000 for that. That's just rubbish. Nothing particularly interesting here. I suppose cheap spike traps. The deadly one is 4,400, but the strong one is only 36, so you could hoard these to kill a single powerful enemy somehow. Right, I'm still not selling anything here. Cartographer and the Smith seem like good places to sell and buy as much as possible. The other places seem like, yeah, you want to maybe buy only the essentials and never sell anything. Okay, I needed about 1000 gold. Attention all pirates, this tattoo parlor has been closed indefinitely and its owner and sole proprietor have been thrown into the clink on the orders of Governor Blackeye. Okay. Get tattoos here. I might as well sell enough stuff for the blacksmith to allow me to buy the treasure maps. Need about 700. I have no use for this really. No use for this either though. I'll buy the maps now before I get other ideas for the gold. Pretty sure I haven't visited any of these places. I'll explore the rest of the town and try to hunt the treasure map that starts here too. Whipped Willigan Manor. Smuggler's Warehouse. Rope Cutter. Pickpockets +5. And to use it would have to be exotic weapons. Legal fighting ring, basically, I guess, or a gang. I should not have come here. Not yet, at least.
Red Tip smells new blood. Why you come to the warehouse, everyone?
What's going on here?
The rituals of the Leoxid, Eater of God. Have you already forgotten how you faced your coming feast with the Ring of Battle? Huh? These two robbed the sail and Grog just burned hole in pocket. Here we fight and bet. Some win money, some lose money. Red Tip always win. You want to bet on fight? 100 gold.
Booty? What kind? We need a prize fight. Oh, fuck it. Sweet. Broken glass. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is looking more and more like another newbie trap feature. No possible use. It's caltrops basically though. So it's but you could have just bought it directly. Hook the Cook, Scurvy Johnson, Gretchen the Hun, Sir Francis of the Dragon. Yeah, I'm not buying booty anymore. Is that it? No, there's still the harbor. That's where the ship is, likely. Holmar the Grim, Old Tom. Nizar, who survived. Skull and Bones.
Is that you, Yulia? Well, I'll be. It's about time I saw a friendly face last. I'd pretty much written you off as dead.
Holly and I were marooned on an island full of troglodytes.
I can see that. He doesn't bite, does he?
Questions. Oh, we got another fighter in the group. Excellent.
It's a free island. That's what you will.
I can flirt with him again. Not exactly on a job anymore.
Hey now, when I said it's a free island, I didn't mean that free. But a little bit of warning, questions like that are liable to give a man with platforming. That came out wrong, didn't it? Look, I find you very attractive. Dangerously so. After we lost the Rose, I was horrified by the thought you might be dead. Spent all my time at the docks praying some ship would bring you in.
Nizar and Yunia sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Right, let's just take this one step at a time, alright, lass?
How did you end up here?
It's a long story. After Tassina tossed me overboard, I was lucky enough to catch hold of some passing driftwood. I managed to convince the sharks that there was easier prey about, and after 2 days at sea, our fishing trawler found me.
Quite the cat. Quite the cat.
Anyhow, they dropped me up here in Spindrift. Right next to the Midnight Rose, no less. Until you showed up, I was skulking about the docks, trying to stay out of sight of the priestesses and find a way to steal back our ship.
How do you feel about Tassina?
Shut up, you dumb bird, or I'll tear that beak right off. She's the priestess of Umberly, lass, and for that alone I'd never trust her. Add in the fact that she killed our captain and stole our ship, and I'd say my temper boils over. Her life is forfeit, Julia, and don't you forget it.
I'm not quite so angry about this. Not that she wouldn't necessarily have it coming. It's just we don't know. We don't really understand what we're doing, and so barging in somewhere and trying to kill people without actually knowing what the overall situation is very, very dangerous. Also, I didn't really give two shits about the captain personally, so why would I go out of my way to try to avenge him? What are your thoughts on a crew?
Sounds like this long-necked Langer fellow is in a sticky spot, stuck as he is in the governor's prison, scheduled for a proper hanging no less. He may not be a great pirate, but he's a fine sailor, and it wouldn't be right to see him hung.
What exactly is your equipment situation? Well, it's fine, she has an okay weapon. The uniform is a piece of crap, but it has immunity to knockdown, which is very, very nice. And he sort of needs something like this because he's a barbarian, so I think medium armor is pretty much the maximum. He has some dexterity, and this has a reasonable chance for him to successfully cast spells. Still, the armor isn't great. Hmm. Ruse and a pirate ship. Looks terrible. Right. We had a map for this area. Spindrift Town. Someone has buried pirate treasure in Spindrift Town and you have the map. Can I just use it here? The first point on the map is a bird bath, 66 paces west of your current location.
Up ahead, that is the sacred place of the warm blood goddess, yes? Why is it not a cave?
Bird bath, bird bath. Umberlee's priestesses.
So, have you heard? Sweet Umberlee, I thought it would never be found. Are you in about Cena? I saw her sail in aboard the Midnight Rose. Yes, she was the last of this. She has the last of the sea statues. How did she look? Tired, only her and the Sahuagin were aboard. It was as if the whole crew had disappeared.
How good are you? Not particularly dangerous. Also, is there even a birth bath here? Also, I'm pretty sure west is sort of a relative thing. I mean, we probably weren't exactly perfectly positioned, so sort of westish. Is this a bird bath? What counts as a bird bath in this game? 66 paces to the west isn't a huge amount of distance though. Okay, this looks like it could be it. "30 paces east of your current location to get to the pump." So it's next to the temple. Is it that one? That's a fountain, not a pump. What counts as a pump in this game? Now this is too far away. 33 paces isn't that this far away. This would be 60, more than 60. Get to the pump. Here's the pump. "28 paces east of your current location to get to the cauldron." So it's basically on the other side of the building. "27 paces southeast of your current location to get to the brazier." Final point is 30 paces northeast of your current location. Wagon marks the spot. So they're just randomly created objects in random directions, more or less. Maybe. I don't think it's random though, but more or less that's it. They just appear out of nowhere. Should be here. IOU, Jack Ketch. You examine the small sheet. Blah, 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 blah. If he be stout of heart and firm of will, he can redeem this here deed with the likes of Jack Ketch, or whatever he has in mind. At least he has a name this time. Jailer was one. I think I'll leave things here. No, we'll talk with Jack Cage and leave things at that. Let's go to the tavern to see who's there, quest givers, interesting things, and talk to the governor in the Black Eyes Manor. I'm also a little bit confused about how we're going to have to gather up the crew. Not everyone can join the party, not everyone is a fighter, so even if that was possible, we wouldn't want them to join. So there has to be some sort of a meeting place or a headquarters for all these crew members. I'm not currently in possession of the ship after all. Although they don't seem to care too much if no one was on it.
Greetings.
I have this IOU in your name.
Aye, ye do now, do ye? I was wondering when that might show up. Here, let me see what I got for ye. There we be. How's that for a piece of 8? Fairs and fair and squares a square now between us, aye. Now let's get back to business.
We drop it to the ground. It's an unidentified armor. It's a monk's robe of some sort. He used me. Okay, it's basically. I have no idea what it is, but it's a clothing piece, not an actual armor. So I'm the only one with any potential of actually being able to use it. Do I have a? Yeah, I still have one of these. Might as well use it. Shirt of the Able Seaman. Cold resistance, dark vision. It's probably worth something. I'm pretty sure we had other items that I need to identify. I just need another one so the potion wasn't totally wasted. Wand of the Winds. Gust of Wind, 5 charges per use. 10 uses of Gust of Wind. So this is an anti-gas wand. So if we get gas, we can get rid of the gas immediately. Useful to have, but not that useful. And that is pretty much it. +1 bullets. 50. Fair enough. I'll leave things here. We're going to go and rescue the guy destined to be hanged, just so we can learn how the crew members we are supposed to gather actually function. Hopefully it'll become. Hopefully they'll get concentrated on some point that we're gonna use that as base while we adventure in this town.